guys, welcome back. So here recently my foundation routine has changed in regards to the products that I've been using. The products that I've been using have been giving me a flawless finish, great coverage, and it has been long wearing. I've been totally obsessed with them, so I thought, you know what, they might want to know what I'm doing. So I thought I'd jump on here and show you what I've been doing, and if you want to see what they are or how I do it, stay tuned. The first thing I want to talk about is a new primer that I've been using, and I've never been a glowy primer or anything like that. Like, I like a matte finish and I like to add my highlight, usually a powder highlight whenever I'm done with my foundation. However, I don't know what sparked me to buy this, but it is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. And I saw this and I thought, I don't know if it's focusing. There we go. Oh, no, lost it. Let me try it again. There we go. So I thought I would give it a shot. And at first I didn't really care for it. I didn't think if it did anything. But then the more I started using it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome stuff. I love it. And so that's the first thing that's changed. Now the second thing that has changed is that these two foundations that I've been using in conjunction with one another. Now I'm always mixing foundations, and one of the main reasons I do that is just because I'm trying to find my right shade, because I'm very fair and I have a lot of pink undertones, and so even if I find a foundation that's light enough, sometimes it's not like the right shade or undertone, I should say. And so I'm always mixing foundations. Very rarely do I find a foundation that works perfect and I don't ever have to like mix anything with it. So I've had these two in my collection for a while. One of them I repurchased because it had went bad, but I remember liking it, so I repurchased it. The first one I have is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And just for reference, I'm in the shade 112 Natural Ivory, or that's the one that I had in my collection. The second one is the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, and I'm in the shade Light Porcelain. Well, I say shade, but it's the shade I picked up. However, this one is too light for me, which I was astonished. I didn't know there would ever be a foundation that was too light for me. But this one just is a little too light. And this one is a great shade. It could be a little bit lighter, but this one on its own breaks apart on my skin. Like, it's, even though it says matte and poreless, it's a little too, I guess, dewy for my skin. So whenever I wear it, it doesn't take long before it starts to separate and it starts moving and shifting around my face. So it needs a little bit more of like a thicker consistency. So I thought, well, the matte or the Stay Matte is really thick and like whipped. So I thought I'll mix them together and see what I got. And what I got is magic. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you my foundation routine and how I like to apply it. So I take the L'Oreal Magic Lumi and I just take one full pump. And I usually shake it too. It also recommends that you shake it before you disperse it out of the pump. So I do that, and then I just rub it between my fingers. Oh, let me get my hair on my face. And I just rub it all over. So, what have y'all been up to? Do y'all like my loungewear? I was like, I need to put on a cute shirt to wear so people think that like I actually do have like nice clothes. I'm gonna put my headband on because I can't hardly do makeup without having something on. Don't I look cute, guys? Okay. But you know what? It is currently raining in Georgia and it is a hot mess out there. So I was like, no, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Okay, so I take a little bit of the matte and poreless, and I'm just going to put just a little bit on the back of my hand. A little bit. Who we kidding? I ain't kidding nobody. I'm putting a lot on the back of my hand. Because we going to pack it on. And then I put not quite the same amount. And I just kind of squirt that right on top. I don't know if y'all can tell. So you can see where the matte and poreless is already starting to like run down my hand where it's really liquidy. And then right there on top is the Rimmel Stay Matte because it's a lot thicker. And so you can kind of see, like, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but the primer is like kind of glowy and dewy. And it's very moisturizing. I love it. And my skin, guys, the older I get, I used to be an oily mess, and the older I get, I can tell that my skin is drying out. Now, I still don't have quote-unquote dry skin, but I can tell it's not near as oily as it used to be. So what I do is I just, you know, go kind of tribal, dot it all over. Dot it all over. And I have a friend right there. Yep. Don't you love when those friends show up? Okay. Taking my favorite e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. And just doing this all around. Now, I know this is crazy, and some people are going to think I'm crazy, but after I get it kind of spread, I let it sit there for a minute and kind of dry, not completely dry, but I feel like if it's too liquidy, because I put a lot on, I feel like if it's too liquidy, then, sorry, I'm making a mess with this foundation. If it's too liquidy, I feel like when I spread it, a lot of it gets built up in my hairline and around the edges, and it doesn't really get into the skin, so I let it dry just, I don't know, a couple seconds. Like right now, I'm probably good to start blending it in. So I'm going to blend in. I just put on some concealer, so I'm going to quickly speed through this. All the products that I'm using will be in the description box below, so I'm just going to speed through this real quick. Okay guys, I'm done with my makeup. I have all of it on. What do you think? I really like it. I think it's my favorite part about this whole foundation routine is just the finish. I think it looks fresh and glowy, not too glowy, but glowy enough. I mean, I do have some highlight on, but I just love the way it looks. It just looks so fresh, and I've just really been loving it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. All right, guys. Bye.